Today we jumped into the App Store and started taking a look at action role-playing games. Now, all of you know that I love playing Diablo Immortal on my second YouTube channel, but there are many other games from this genre that are quite good. Today I'm going to be bringing you 10 of them and letting you know my thoughts on these games specifically. So let's dive in to my list. The first game we're here to look at today is Pascals Wager. This game has 100,000 downloads, 3.6 stars, and costs $5 if you want to pick it up. No, it is not a free-to-download game. This game is also daunting. It is extremely difficult, much like old-fashioned, old-school action RPG style games from the past. Inside of this one, when you die, and you lose everything that you have. It's not as forgiving as action RPGs that we know as of late that are maybe a little bit more mainstreamed. This one is definitely niche, a beautiful game that's a ton of fun, and as I mentioned, extremely difficult. Bleach Brave Souls. This one has 10 million downloads and 4 stars even. It's an action RPG game with an anime twist to it. Definitely a more casual style gameplay of action RPG right here, but also one that's quite a bit of fun to play. It's just something that'll keep you coming back for more because of its lightness and its progression. There are definitely many other options in the anime space for action RPGs, some of which we'll get to later in this video. Introducing Titan Quest, a game that you may remember from back in the day on PC, which has now, for a while, been on mobile. This one has a $10 price tag, 3.5 stars, and 100,000 downloads. For action RPG fans, many will say this is one of the best ones on mobile. Titan Quest definitely does have that retro feel. It has the graphics and just the gameplay that we remember and are used to from days of old. It's a very decent game that fits the role well if you're looking for an action RPG that feels a little bit more like Diablo 2 than Diablo 4. Now, another classic style action RPG is Anima, and this one is the one that I prefer. With 1 million downloads, 4.3 stars, it's also free to download, free to play. This is something that's going to make you feel like you're back on PC playing Diablo 2. It's an amazing action RPG experience that's difficult, offers you challenges that are not going to be seen in many other games. It allows you to rank up and basically equip your hero in any way that you wish, and you can play as different classes inside of the game. The progression here is fun and really brings you back in time to what action RPGs used to feel like 20 years ago. If you're looking for something in that zone, Anima is probably your best option. It's one that I love. And then you have more of the anime style action RPGs like Punishing Gray Raven. This one has 1 million downloads, 4.4 stars, and definitely embraces the anime gacha style mechanic and gameplay. It's a great action RPG if anime is something that you're looking for. I love the artwork inside of the game, the combat is really smooth and intuitive, and it's just overall fun. Now, with this being said, it's definitely a more casual, less dark experience. Maybe casual is the wrong word, but you're not hell-ridden like you are in many of the others that we've already shared on today's list. Now, that other channel that I was mentioning, it's called Echo Gaming Diablo, where I cover Diablo Immortal every single day. If you're into that kind of thing, make sure you come on over and see what I got going on. Another one similar is Aethergazer, which is probably my favorite action RPG game from the anime space. It's a newer title that's been around for approximately a year with 1 million downloads and 4.2 stars. This is just what an action RPG that's made in an anime scene should feel like. The combat is fast, beautiful, and really intuitive and easy to do. It's not like you have some massive learning curve where you need to find out all these weapon combinations to make your battles look epic. Aethergazer makes it easy for you and really does give you that feeling that you want when you're playing an action RPG. Again, this is not going to be for you dungeon hunters that are looking for something that's ridden in hell. It's more of, and very much so, anime themed and focused around. But if that's your thing, there's not many that are better than this one. I absolutely love Aethergazer and would highly recommend that you give it a try. Heroes and Castles 2, the Premium Edition. This game is premium and costs $2 to purchase, has 100,000 downloads, and sits with 4.5 stars. It's another action RPG style game, but this one is set in more of a medieval time. Also, another one that has that classic feel. One of the things that I really enjoy most is how you can kind of ride along inside of different old-fashioned mechs. I think it's a really nice touch that the game offers that many don't in the genre, but the combat is something that you would know and enjoy and really be able to pick up easily from the action RPG space. They're not breaking any barriers, doing anything crazy new. They're just bringing you a good action RPG. And here's one that I highly recommend. UND December, which sits with 4 stars. I really love this game, and I think it's one of the most underrated mobile games right now. UND December is not only a mobile game, but it's also on PC, and actually, in my opinion, plays better on PC. The game gives you that Path of Exile feel. It's a really in-depth action RPG that's also based, like a dark, hell-ridden realm. In addition to this, it does some things very differently that I like. In UND December, you're able to play as a classless character. You could build your character as you go to have any different characteristics that you may like. If you want to play with a barbarian that has wizard type abilities, you can build that. Or if you want a summoning build that is also something that can play at range or play up close and personal, you could build that as well. It's very in-depth on how you put your builds together. There's a massive learning curve, but the game is actually amazing and something you could play for a long time. And then we have Hanai Impact 3rd. You may all know and probably all do know Genshin Impact, but Hanai Impact 3rd is more of an action RPG than we know from Genshin. This one has 10 million downloads and 4.1 stars, and obviously has that anime Hoyoverse themed gameplay and graphics, but it's not a new game. Although it presents as one, it looks very nice, it's aged extremely well, and it's one that a lot of people play and love. Again, another one of those anime-themed action RPGs that I could recommend. Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, probably the newest game that's on this list here today. This game came out a little bit less than a month ago, has 1 million downloads and 4.4 stars, but let me give you my honest opinions of this game. I think the combat is super easy and fun. It's extremely rewarding type of combat that you're going to be watching. It's not a difficult combination that you need to put together to make things look really cool. The ability to switch between characters inside of the game and basically tag team one another is also very fun, offering you a different gameplay experience than any of the other games we showed here today. Unfortunately, the game does have massive amounts of pop-ups and things that are enticing you to purchase inside of the game. Now, I have no problem with games that have opportunities for you to purchase, but I don't want them popped up on my screen every single time I go back to the home screen of the game. It was just a little bit annoying. With that said, it is a Devil May Cry experience, and if that's a game that you've always loved from the past, or a game that you just want some great combat in a different style action RPG, it really does give you that. In my opinion, it's definitely worth playing if you can deal with the pop-ups. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, the game that I choose to play from this genre is Diablo Immortal. I've been playing it since before the game even came out. I truly believe it is the best action RPG that's out on mobile. Also has a PC client as well, so you can play on your phone or PC, and it converts and goes back and forth between the both. There's 7 different classes, tons of upgrade progression, a lot of great things to do inside of the game with monthly updates that bring something new every single time. Again, Echo Gaming Diablo is my second channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hashtag made it in the comments if you made it to this point in the video, and make sure that you subscribe so I can see you in tomorrow's video.